My beloved child, there are times when you wonder why your life has not changed yet, why the same struggles keep returning, why your heart still feels tired even after praying so many prayers. You ask me for peace, yet inside you there is still a storm. You ask me for freedom, yet you continue to carry chains that I already asked you to lay down. Listen closely now, because I want to speak to the deepest part of your soul. I never intended for your faith to become something passive, weak, or lifeless. I did not create you to sit in darkness while waiting for heaven to do everything in your place. I created you to walk with me, step by step, through every valley, every battle, every season. There are moments when you cry out for a miracle while refusing to move your feet. You hope that one day everything will suddenly become easy, that all pain will disappear overnight, that every broken piece will instantly fall into place. But my child, true transformation rarely begins with giant moments. Most of the time, it begins with small acts of obedience. It begins when you decide to stand up even while your knees are shaking. It begins when you choose to forgive even while your wounds still ache. It begins when you take one small step forward instead of remaining trapped in fear. I see your exhaustion. I see the nights when your mind refuses to rest. I see the hidden thoughts you never tell anyone about. There are days when you smile in front of people while secretly feeling empty inside. There are moments when you wonder if you will ever become stronger than the pain you carry. But hear me clearly. You are not powerless. I have already placed strength inside you. I have already breathed courage into your spirit. What you call weakness is often only fear speaking louder than faith. Many of my children wait endlessly for signs while ignoring the quiet instructions I have already placed in their hearts. You ask me to heal your life, but you continue returning to the habits that are destroying you. You ask me to free your mind, but you keep feeding your soul with negativity, bitterness, and hopelessness. You ask me to open new doors, but you refuse to leave the places where your spirit is suffocating. My child, I cannot lead you into freedom while you continue clinging to what keeps you bound. There are relationships that drain your peace. There are environments that poison your thinking. There are patterns in your life that keep pulling you back into darkness. And still you hold on to them because they feel familiar. You fear change because at least the pain you know feels safer than the unknown future ahead. But I did not create you to remain trapped in cycles that slowly destroy your soul. I created you for life, for purpose, for growth, for healing. Do you remember how many times you prayed for change? Yet when change finally began to come, you became afraid. You asked for a new beginning. But when the old things started falling apart, you panicked. You asked me to remove what was harming you. Yet when separation came, you mourned the very chains I was breaking. My child, sometimes the answer to your prayer first feels uncomfortable before it becomes beautiful. Healing often begins with discomfort. Freedom often begins with letting go. I know you are tired of fighting. I know there are moments when you want to give up completely. Sometimes you sit quietly wondering whether you will ever overcome the weight inside your chest. But listen to me carefully. The enemy wants you to stay still. Fear wants you to remain frozen. Shame wants you to believe that nothing about your future can truly change. But I am calling you out of that place. I am calling you to rise again. You are not the mistakes you made years ago. You are not defined by your failures. You are not ruined because you fell down. The enemy keeps replaying your past in your mind because he fears the person you could become if you finally believe my truth about you. Every time you try to move forward, those old voices whisper, "You are too broken. You are too weak. You will fail again." But those words do not come from me. My voice does not crush you with hopelessness. My voice calls you higher. My voice reminds you that even after every fall, I am still here. Even after every wrong turn, I still have a future prepared for you. I never stopped loving you. I never withdrew my hand from your life. Even in your darkest moments, I remain beside you, quietly protecting you from dangers you never even saw. There are many things I have rescued you from without your knowledge. There were doors you cried over that would have destroyed your peace. There were people you desperately wanted to keep in your life who would have slowly drained the light from your spirit. There were delays that frustrated you, but secretly protected you from future pain. You only saw disappointment. I saw preservation. You only saw rejection. I saw rescue. Yet despite all this, you still often speak against yourself. You carry guilt like a heavy stone chained to your heart. You believe that if you punish yourself enough, maybe you will finally become worthy of peace. But my child, self-hatred never leads to healing. Constantly condemning yourself does not honor me. I did not call you to live forever trapped in shame. Yes, you have made mistakes. Yes, you have fallen short. But I already knew every weakness before you were born, and still I chose to love you completely. You think your failures surprise me, but they do not. What grieves me is not your imperfection. What grieves me is watching you believe that your failures are greater than my mercy. You keep reopening wounds that I already began healing. You keep staring at old chapters as if your entire future depends on them. But I am asking you now to release the past into my hands. Stop carrying what I already carried for you. Stop punishing yourself for things I already forgave. You cannot step into a new season while clinging tightly to old chains. There are moments when you feel spiritually exhausted because your soul has been fighting battles alone that I never intended you to carry by yourself. You overthink every problem. You try to control every outcome. You constantly fear what could go wrong tomorrow. Meanwhile, your heart slowly becomes heavier and heavier. My child, rest does not come from having perfect circumstances. True rest comes from trusting that I am with you even when life feels uncertain. I know you want guarantees before taking steps forward. You want every answer before moving. You want